All right, joining me now, NBC News legal analyst Danny Cevallos. So, Danny, Lively's team pushing for this gag order. We've talked about it before, but the website is already out there. That information, I'm guaranteed, has already been scraped by whoever, so they've archived it, even if this website gets taken down. How likely is it the judge will say, okay, fine, no more talking about this case by Baldoni's lawyers?
In general, gag orders are always constitutionally suspect because they are suppressing your free speech rights. However, the answer to that question depends on who is sought to be gagged. It is easier to gag lawyers because we kind of consent to the court's authority by virtue of joining the bar. It's much harder to gag litigants. And in this case, if it's the litigants making a website and putting out all of this documentary evidence, that might even be harder to gag. That is different, putting out actual documents and records, as opposed to standing on a podium or getting on Twitter and saying, they are liars, they're not telling the truth. That's sort of a statement as opposed to a document, which speaks for itself. And a lot of these documents have already been embedded in the actual documents filed publicly with the court. So I think that's kind of an uphill battle. I don't expect this gag order will be granted. And the other fact of it is that this is not incredibly sensitive material. It's he said, she said on text messages that are basically just being put out there in the ether. I don't know that that is going to be the kind of thing that will warrant a gag order in this case.
Based on everything that you know about this case and what the two sides have put out and the information that's been released so far, does either side stand out to you as a person who has a stronger case?
Boy, I think about this the entire time as how will you sell this to a jury in any of these jurisdictions? And I'm not being glib when I say that I could see a jury, if this case ever goes to trial, and I don't necessarily think it will, I could see a jury saying this is the battle of the insufferable beautiful people. And I don't identify with any of this. I don't identify with a 5-minute voice memo about my feelings and my thoughts and this scene and that scene, and you're so brilliant and beautiful and wonderful to work with. They may conclude, as often people do in, say, divorce cases, that both of these sides can have each other. They're both wrong, they're both right. It's hard to tell who was truly right or wrong. So for that reason, I think both sides have a lot of risk if they're contemplating going to trial, because either side might conclude, I don't like them and I don't like them, but I don't like them less than I don't like them.
Okay, so a lot of not liking here, canceling each other out. All right, Danny Cevallos, as always, we appreciate your legal take. Thank you very much.